Capricorn, welcome to this reading. You might find it resonates more though if this is your moon or rising sign, but let's see. So, dissatisfaction, 9 of Cups, fulfillment, but reversed. We have strength, we have Leo energy here. So trying to be brave, trying to keep on a brave face in the face of disappointment or not being happy. Look at this, Ace of Wands reversed, 10 of Swords. This is someone who feels drained, exhausted. I think they've been at this for a while, as in pretending they're fine when they're not. Trying to ignore that something needs to end, something needs to change. It's almost like it's already ended emotionally, but they're still investing in whatever this is in a practical sense. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups, and this actually says regret. So I think, Capricorn, this is someone who may have walked away from you or pushed you away or withdrawn emotionally, and they regret it because you, are where their happiness is. And they're actually facing you and thinking about you, but not taking action at this time, it seems. Their energy, their effort in a 3D sense is going towards something in the practical world. Yeah, that's dissatisfying. The Hierophant reverse, Taurus energy. Could be a contract here with work, marriage, family, some kind of belief system. Whatever this is, it feels like it's done. It's already over. In every single way except for your person, Capricorn, having said to any parties involved, it's over. 7 of Swords reversed. They could have found out about some kind of a betrayal in this other situation that really broke them. It's broken their spirit a bit, not to say permanently, but like we can see with the Ace of Wands reversed, they're sort of feeling low on energy right now. Can you show us, what did they find out? Capricorn's person, what have they realised or found out about, please? I do think the 7 of Swords reversed is also saying if they were to show their true face right now, everybody would see how unhappy they are. What did they realise? What did they find out? Oh, 10 of Wands, okay. That they're burdened, they're doing maybe more than their fair share in this situation. 6 of Swords reversed. I think they may have chosen badly, particularly if they had already gotten themselves out of this other situation for a period of time, whatever it is. If they went back, it's like they're saying, gosh, that was a really silly mistake. We have the Queen of Swords. So they want to cut themselves free of this. They could also be dealing with someone who they're seeing is basically self-interested, self-motivated, doesn't care about, your person here at all. Let's see what it is that they are thinking about you specifically. Lots of fond romantic feelings, but let's see what else. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Interestingly, in this deck, it says reliability. This is someone who wants to show up with you. I just heard they want to be your knight in shining armour, so there could be that in there as well somewhere, that they want to come in and surprise you and to let you know, I'm here now, everything's going to be okay. Maybe, whether you feel that way or not, that's sort of what they want to do. But they want to put work and effort in the 3D in a consistent, reliable way that you can both see, and you can witness how this sustained effort helps to build the connection that you have in the practical realm. 2 of Cups reversed, so they want to repair this connection. I do feel like there's been a disconnect for a while, but you've still been able to feel each other energetically or connect telepathically, and what they want to do is invest time and effort into getting this 2 of Cups back in the upright, getting you both on the same page here. We have the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands reversed, so no more erratic behaviour, no more confusing behaviour, no more immaturity if you saw that in the past. They really want to go from a Knight of Wands, into a Knight of Pentacles. They want to show they're reliable, consistent, almost to the point of being completely predictable, which might seem a bit boring potentially, depending on what you like. Or it might just feel like a breath of fresh air. It might feel safe. It might feel like that's how you build security from where you have been with this person. So let's have a look then what their intentions are, because we can see they're unhappy, potentially realizing they've made a mistake, or acknowledging that the mistake is to continue as though everything is fine. Thinking about you, dreaming about you, you are their happy place, thoughts of you bring them fulfillment that they are lacking in other areas of their life. So let's see, what are their intentions here around action towards you? Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius. That's pretty good. It feels like their intention is to get off of their butt, you know, their butts, and do something maybe. This person's intentions, please, around action towards Capricorn. Seven of Wands. I feel this is them wanting to fight for you, for this connection, no longer fighting you off. I do think in the past they were pushing you away, keeping you at a distance, but yeah, see, we have justice now. Bringing balance into this situation, giving you what you're owed, getting what they are owed, not from you necessarily, but from life. You know, I want happiness. I want a balance between a good, you know, secure 3D world, realm, reality, but also I want my inner world, my private world, my emotional, mental health as well to be good. I want it to equal out, to even out with what I'm projecting out there. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. There's a big focus for this person on how they may have messed up an opportunity that they see as their wish. And I just kind of feel, in their mind at least, there was some moment in the past where this was within reach, and it feels now like it's far more, it's distant. You're kind of out of reach in some way. We have the Five of Wands reversed. Wow, Five of Swords reversed. So their intention is to try and move this, yeah, definitely towards justice, towards balance, to get out of a place of conflict, of difficulty, of stress, confusion, change. They don't want to argue anymore. They don't want to fight anymore. Even if you've just, you know, you may not have spoken to them for a while, so you're thinking, how can they be arguing and fighting? But if that's how things were left, they want to burst forward into a new cycle. Or if, you know, you might have conflict in your mind, they might have conflict in theirs, and because you're connecting, I do feel energetically, you could even be dreaming about each other. It's like they're saying, I just want us, you know, to get into a better space, practically, energetically, out of this period or this cycle of struggle, especially if you felt like there has been this never-ending cycle of struggle just on repeat. On the, you know, as I pause here, I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles, which is really giving me a feeling of maybe both of you feeling like we've been struggling, but in our separate spaces we haven't even been able to have the support of each other in a practical sense. Six of Wands, yeah, they want success, victory, justice. Wow, look, Ten of Pentacles reversed. We've got the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This is something that involves other people or another person, and it's very well established in the 3D, but it's making your person absolutely miserable. And then, yeah, look, King of Cups in reverse. They might be showing up in whatever this other realm is as a King of Pentacles or a King of Swords, doing what they have to do, making the right moves, saying the right things, but inside they have fallen completely out of love with whatever this other situation is. And that's not a new thing. That happened, I think, a long time ago. And what's weighing on them is trying to pretend everything's fine. You know, you can do it to a point, but then it starts to really have an effect. Okay. So what's interesting is they fully have the intention to get to a better place with you, and yet I'm not seeing cards of them necessarily taking action. It's more like, I want the energy to change, I'm open to the energy changing, I don't want to wait anymore, but like, what are you going to do about it? Let's see, actually, because we've not got any pages showing I'm getting up and I'm taking some kind of initial step. So we know what this person wants, we know what they're intending, what are they likely to do? Ace of Pentacles, well, that's very good, very encouraging. And I'm noticing we have the it looks like a letter at the top, so you could get a message, an offer via a message here. Could, you know, there's an eye on the coin and it has a tear, so it could be them apologizing for something or sharing with you that they don't feel as happy as they look. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords reverse. Wow. Two things. One, depending on how things were left between you, this person could be nervous that you will see this letter or note and be angry with them. I think that's a risk they're willing to take, though. Or I should say, two, they have to find a way to get this communication to you without this Queen of Swords seeing, because they're saying this Queen of Swords is being cold enough with me as it is, or I don't know, the Queen of Swords is perceptive. I feel this particular Queen of Swords is not on the best terms with your person, even if they are closely connected in some practical sense. And with the Queen of Swords reversed, that is when someone is angry, using their words to wound, they're kind of out to cause pain. So your person's saying, I've got to find a way to get this to you without this person finding out. And also, this is probably why it's taken me so long, because there's someone else here that I have to consider. And this Nine of Pentacles, you know, we've got this person's cut open and then we've got these flames everywhere. Normally the Nine of Pentacles is like, great, I'm free, I'm happy, I'm content, I'm at peace. No, this person's got to fight. They've really got to go through a battle to get into this place of freedom and independence, which may also be why they've been putting up with whatever this other situation is for so long. So, you know, they've got the practical things to consider, this Queen of Swords, whoever this represents. They've probably got friends, family or colleagues. You know, if this Queen of Swords is a boss, they have many people to consider here, and a lot of weight on their shoulders. Okay. Just some missed opportunities as I split the deck. So what would they like to say to Capricorn, please? Destiny, I'm struggling to find the right path, or I'm struggling to figure out how to align with the path that takes me towards you. Okay, we have unfinished business. Yeah, we still have things to resolve and discuss. Broken. I feel shattered about this situation. I think, unfortunately, this person might be feeling a little broken in general at this time, a bit defeated, low on energy, irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. We have unworthy, you're a better person than I am, and we have reminiscing, I miss our inside jokes. It doesn't even have to just be inside jokes. I miss speaking to you, I miss us being on better terms, I miss us being more connected than we are now. Mistakes, I wish I could right my wrongs. And we have time, I'm afraid it's too late to take action. Okay. I actually don't get the feeling they're worried it's too late to take action. They might be worried with that reverse Queen of Swords that it might be too late to have what they could have had with you in the past, you know, depending on how you're feeling. But that's something they will have to find out. Okay, messages please from this person, a Capricorn. I just got sidetracked. That sort of feels a bit weak given everything else that we've seen, a bit like a lame excuse. I might go in and clarify that, depending on, you know, whether we sort of get more clarity as we go here. Okay, I wonder if these are some things they said before. I'm trying to do the honourable thing, you know, I can't move forward with you, I can't talk to you, I've got to take care of my responsibilities, I've got to do this, I've got to focus on that, making up sort of almost silly excuses like, oh, I can't come and meet with you tonight, I've got to, I have to go to the shop and buy some milk, and if I don't do it today, then, and you know, you're thinking, can't you just do it tomorrow, or can't you could have bought the milk at lunchtime. Well, you know, it's something just ridiculous. I need to go my own way for a while. Yeah, it's like they're stalling here. This might be the thing that they regret, almost fobbing you off in a way. Whereas they could have just told you, the reason, you know, I've been delaying this or making up excuses is because I'm overwhelmed, I don't know what to do. You know, letting you know where you stand with them. Would you give me the chance to make things right between us? Yeah, lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. So if you did get a sense in the past that this person wasn't being honest, they were making up silly things to try and divert your attention, I do think that was true. But look, exactly, it's because they were afraid. I got spooked. They were overwhelmed, they didn't know what to say or maybe how to do the things they want to do, make the changes they wanted to make. And you probably would have appreciated them just being honest with you, but instead, you know, they were just like, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, yeah, I'll call you back, and just didn't, that sort of thing. Songs are speaking to me. Can we have another message, please? We have 2. Would you reject me? Exactly. Are you this reversed Queen of Swords now? Are you open to hearing from me? And what I will say, hold on, let me show you this. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you, and that's exactly what I mean. They do think you might reject them, but it's not going to stop them trying and reaching out. What I wanted to show you was this pentacle. So this is them reaching out with this offer. At the top, we have the letter that's in one piece. At the bottom, it's like it's been torn in half. So it's 50-50. They'll send this and they'll have to hope, but they don't know how it's going to go. Are you going to receive it well, or are you going to literally or metaphorically tear it up, and throw it in the bin? Because, we have the lock here, we have the key, but now the key is broken. There's really a feeling of this would have been simpler in the past, or you were more present in the past, or more available to them, or maybe less hurt or angry with them, depending on how they're perceiving this. But they probably just should have